All right, today is January 17th, 2025. What a good week it's been. From Monday all the way to today, it's just been an excellent week. I'm so thankful for how much money I made this week and how great it's been on the MFFU account and on the live account as well. Um, first of all, first of all, I want to talk about what's going on the weekly chart. Okay, so we saw some resistance down here on the bottom. We're priming this area up good. I'm expecting a drop in here. I don't know when, but I'm expecting a drop in here. Daily chart, we're looking for ups. Hopefully going to take out this high here at 6,070 maybe. We'll see. Definitely headed up there, 650, 645 for sure. But those are just some levels I'd like to see. The buy side liquidity there at 6,070, 6,069 to take out these two areas. Finish out the week very bullish on a giant run out of nowhere this morning, which was pretty crazy. At 8 a.m. kind of just went up. I didn't see any news get released that really would have done this at 8 a.m. All right, so news is fine. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing because today on the daily chart, I want to see the buy side liquidity up here and the last week's high get taken out. I was expecting a drop, right? I was expecting something like this, right? I was expecting something like that. Now we could still see a drop. It's not very likely though. The ES is making much higher highs. Take a look at the YM. Same thing, same kind of thing here. We kind of ran through the old high, so it's not a very high probability that we're going to be seeing something like that happen. So it's going to be something like this, right? So you see how we have this movement up, right? And on the NASDAQ, we have this movement down. You understand? So that's kind of the situation that we're in, right? It could pump up either way. We're not too sure yet, right? But if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, let's do the 1-hour chart instead, actually. So if we do the highs and the lows, right about there would be 50, I'd say. Just about. Yeah. It's crazy. So everything looks okay. I'm not too sure about getting into a trade. It looks like it just dropped a whole lot. 4-hour chart kind of looks like we're primed up to go higher. Same thing on ES, but if we do get a big drop off of this breaker block in here, then I think we're ready to go for a short. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it looks like we're ready to go short, but we'll take a look and see what happens here at around 9:45, 10 a.m. Give it some time. But on the 15-minute chart, let's take a look. Yeah, look at that run out of nowhere too. Kind of just ran up. We're attacking the breaker block or the order block from in here. That's where we're gonna go hit. And I think everything else looks pretty good. 5-minute chart. We'll take a look at the 1-hour chart again. Yeah, so you see how we had the order block inside of here. We kind of went up there, touched it, went up here, touched this order block as well, touched it, fell down. What I was thinking before I started recording this was that we can be just taking out this liquidity down here and falling down lower. That's what I was thinking. Because if we had let's go to 4-hour chart. If we had a run up in here and into this order block and it falls, we've already taken out this liquidity in here. We're going to be falling pretty hard if that's the case. If that's the case, we're going to be dropping pretty dang hard in here if that happens. And that would be a very, very interesting time because then I'd be aiming for these lows down here. Aiming for these lows and aiming for these lows in here. If we turn in this market right now, I'm aiming for these lows in here and these lows. All of this. On the NASDAQ, on the ES, we're going to be aiming for these as well. That's kind of the way that I'm doing my analysis right now. If this happens, that's what I'll be expecting if we do fall. Because if we fall right now, that'd be pretty incredible within itself. But we do have a high probability setup. We have this Order block in there, just about missed it. Order block in here, we ran into it. So until we get some sort of a play, we'll kind of just sit back and just keep watching. If I trade, I'll talk about it.
So I want to share something real quick. I had the NASDAQ open, right? I put lines from the bottom to the top of the range, and we get the 59 retracement. Can I get any more perfect than that? I'm going to take a small trade here. So I want to see how much would it cost for one contract. 46 is not bad. I'll take that on the live too. Let's grab the trading checklist. All right, so higher time frame pattern. We do have the order block there on the 4-hour chart, and on the 1-hour chart, we do have that set up as well. I'm not too sure if I should take that. That's why I'm going for something a bit smaller. But we do have a higher time frame confluence there. Daily 1-hour, 4-hour bias. So the bias on the day is bullish, but at the same time, we do have the OTE retracements in here to suggest maybe to go for lower prices. Yeah, we did get the short there. Look for a 4-hour chart. Kind of still the same thing. As soon as we got anywhere near that order block, we fell down. Same thing on the ES as well. As soon as we got that, we kind of fell down, petered off. So 5-minute chart, gonna sell one and put that at the highs there. Okay, we're looking good. As for the NASDAQ, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but could just fall off completely, maybe not. But to move forward, SMT, I don't think we had any SMT this morning. I don't believe we had any. All right, so back on the 5-minute chart. The London price action. I actually didn't look at this. Yeah, we did have a pretty good run. Pretty good run on London, I gotta say. That was a pretty good run on London there. Market structure shift with short-term taken out. We did have the market structure shift from down here, and we also had a market structure shift from there as well. Trying to look for lower prices there. 8:30 to 11, of course. Liquidity, one contract to target previous day's highs and lows. I don't know about that. The previous day's highs and lows are pretty far away for the downside at least. So go ahead and move those around. So that's that for the yesterday high and low. Everything else looks pretty good. I'm more so just worried about what's going to happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes. First of all, I'm in a trade. Second of all, because what happens in the next 15 to 20 minutes is going to decide what's going to happen for the rest of the day. And I like to see it kind of just fall off. Well, we all would, right? But that's kind of just what I'm looking for there.
Kind of expected that. I'm not gonna lie, kind of expected that. Nasdaq has been falling behind a bit, as you can see. Usually, whenever Nasdaq has very small runs like this, and ES is already up to here, Nasdaq is gonna be making its way up, and this is gonna make a relative equal high, and this is gonna make a lower low. Usually, is how this pans out. So I might look for another trade. I'm not too sure, but I did lose one. Usually, whenever I lose one, I just leave it alone. But so I do see some more potential in this Friday. Is it gonna go up or down? I don't really know, like 100% for sure. But this making a higher low and this making a lower low definitely made me keep an eye on this. Mainly, what I'm looking for is something like this. Is what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for the stock market to make a significant drop, like this one, maybe again, right? But I don't know. We're just consolidating a lot on the ES, and the Nasdaq. It's kind of looking good, you know. But we are at the highs. We are at the highs. So I really could do anything about the highs right now. So this is what I was saying yesterday. We don't know for sure what's going to happen tomorrow, which is today, because on the 4-hour chart, we're at the order block. We're sitting there at it, right? And whenever we're sitting in an order block like this, you're going to see consolidation. On a higher time frame order block, usually you're going to see some consolidation. On a lower time frame, like 15-minute, 5-minute, you see an order block, it usually like drops completely, but not this time. So these are my areas here. Okay. I want to see this thing drop down. I do not want to see this fair value gap get traded into. I want to see this fair value gap stay empty. All right. So 5-minute chart, we're looking good for lower. On the live account, got 2 micros going. Same thing. Got same areas. A different amount. Got 2 micros on the live, 8 micros on the MFFU. I have the levels set up. Got some. Let me see here. Set up the levels real quick. It's 5, 7. It's kind of what I'm looking for. We can go ahead and do this. Make that 2. Let me take off 1 right here, just to have the security. So it's 5 levels. Oh, Lord, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it today. I mean, today's just acting just super weird. We drop down for a bit, we jump back up, we drop down for a bit, jump back up. I mean, I should probably know better, to be honest, because whenever you have consolidation like this, you can't be asking for all those moves. You know what I mean? Happened twice this week, Monday and Tuesday. So whenever you have drops like that, you can't really be asking for too much. We will probably be back later because I'm expecting a price drop sometime today. When it's gonna happen, I don't really know, but we'll keep an eye on the market and just see what happens.